Celtic's management team for yesterday's game had an unfamiliar look. Frank Connor and Tom McAdam shared their thoughts before the match. The Celtic team received its usual welcome from the fans. The same couldn't be said of the board of directors, though. The fans' protest inside and outside the ground was the dominant feature of the first half. Dundee showed they'd come to have a go, but chances were few and far between. This run by Dragutin Rustic, who's just signed a 2-year deal, one of the better opportunities. But the finish off target from the Croatian. Paul Byrne was making his first-team debut for Celtic, and it was from his free kick that the home side created their best chance of the first half. McStay chipping through for Gerry Creaney. No offside flag, but the striker couldn't quite control the ball, and it bounced off him to go harmlessly past. No goals at the break. Pat McGinlay came on for Mark McNally, and Celtic came so close within a minute of the restart. John Collins, back from injury, played the ball back inside to Paul McStay, who fired just over the top. A moment of controversy 4 minutes later as Jim Duffy robs Charlie Nicholas. Paul Mathers then collects. Was it a pass back? As the Celtic fans howled for a free kick, Dundee raced upfield. And Ristic's effort wasn't far off target. Frank Connor was finding plenty to shout about, and his hollering reached a crescendo as another Celtic attack broke down, and Darius Adamczyk raced through the middle. He left the Celtic defence in his wake until the challenge from Paul Byrne, which stopped his progress. Referee Hugh Williamson didn't hesitate in pointing to the spot. Billy Dodds was given the task of taking the kick, and he sent Gordon Marshall, who was in for the injured Pat Bonner, the wrong way. The Celtic nightmare was continuing, and the fans let the board know they weren't happy. But the supporters were given something to cheer about for a change in the 58th minute, when Tom Boyd's cross was headed past Mathers by Gerry Creaney to level the score at 1-1. The goal seemed to settle Celtic, and they then stepped up a gear. Paul Byrne tried his luck, but Mathers saved well at the cost of a corner. Nicholas took the kick, and Pat McGinlay picked his spot to head Celtic into the lead. Dundee's response was a Ristic free kick, which Marshall saved. Celtic, though, had found new heart and were eager to add to their 2 goals. A sweeping move ended with Pat McGinlay hitting the post. But the danger for Dundee wasn't over. Adamczyk took the ball clear, but Celtic recovered possession. Paul McStay carried the ball down the right before sending in a low cross which Gerry Creaney swept into the net. But the flag was up for offside and the goal was disallowed. Celtic had one more superb chance to score. It was created thanks to the determination of Pat McGinlay. His cross driven onto the bar by Brian O'Neill. And then Charlie Nicholas's shot was cleared off the line. 2-1 to Celtic, their first home league win.